get too far off. Future people. You have to be different.
Another divisional opponent, no secrets. Everybody knows everybody, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially this time of year, you know, and gotta get ourselves ready to play. You know, it's gonna be a good one, a big one for us. It's a divisional game, you know, and we need to keep winning, you know, and so we can put ourselves in the position that we want to put ourselves in to make a playoff run. So we got to get ourselves, you know, ready to play. It's always tough when we go down there, especially on the road in Carolina. So we got to get ourselves mentally, physically ready to play and go out there and do what we're capable of doing.
Big difference this time around versus a couple of years ago when you guys clinched the division?
Yeah, it's a little different. You know, no excitement. You know, we know we still got a long way to go, and we just got bigger goals. You know, we feel like our team's good enough. You know, to take the steps needed. You know, to get what we need to get this year. So that's what we expect. You know, we expect to win the division. We expect to go on to the playoffs and win games in the playoffs.
Roddy, what are the lessons learned over the last few years as far as not only clinching and getting to the playoffs, but once you get there? What do you feel like you learned?
I just felt like this year it's been a totally different thing, that we find a way to win really close games. You know, every time we was in a dogfight or, you know, the game was close, you know, we found ways to win it. And somebody made the play to win the game. You know, and that was the difference, I think, coming in to this year. We didn't make those plays, and, you know, we ended up losing those games. So I think everybody's doing a heck of a job of just, you know, knowing the situation and going out there and making things happen and making plays for our on offense and defense, and we're winning.
Hey, Coach said the offense was out of sync a little bit with the 1 for 11 and that stuff for 165. How do y'all get back on track this year?
We just gotta. I think we gotta go back to our basic stuff that we do. You know, and I think sometimes, you know, we try to get too fancy with things and, you know, come up with all these great ideas that we think, you know, are gonna make it, instead of just sticking to the things that's got us here. You know, just stick to the basics. You know, get the ball out of Matt's hand, get it into our hands, just let us, you know, do our things with the ball. So, you know, that's the basic thing that I think we're gonna get back to this week, and you know, just the fundamentals of football. Eliminate some drops. I think we had some drops last week that some balls that we should have caught. So, other than that, you know, that's about it. That's all we can really do.
Hey, Roddy, can you sometimes make this more complicated than it should be? The
Yeah,
playbook is really thick, playbook is really big. Let's try to...
Yeah, I think so. You know, and we got a lot of creative minds on offense and things like that. So, you know, sometimes we go out there and overthink some things. You know, it's just part of football. You know, late in the year, you think everybody's watched 13 games and they got you figured out. So you try to change things up and go in different directions. So, you know, you get back to the basics and do what we do well. You know, and you know, just learn from that.
What do you attribute to the success of the Falcons on the road, Roddy?
I just think we're doing a heck of a job of just going off and getting off the good starts, you know, especially playing really good teams. We've been out there on the road and just went out there and got off to really good starts and put teams behind the 8 ball and made them throw the ball, and our defense did a heck of a job of just taking it away from people. So I think if we can go out there and get off to a good start, it'll help our offense and then it'll help our defense, because, you know, anytime you play behind the sticks and things like that, then they have to throw the ball, and, you know, we've been doing a good job of getting interceptions.
What impressed you most about Josh?
Just the ability to make people miss, you know, especially in the open field. He's almost untackleable. You know, that's a word. You know, he never gets tackled. I never see it. He never gets tackled in the open field, you know, and or if it's a one-on-one situation. So that's the unique thing about him. The unique thing about him, you know, he can just, you know, the ability to make people miss and you know, and get upfield and make plays for it.
What was the best part of the break for you? Physically get away or mentally clear your head?
Both. you know, mentally it was kind of tough, because anytime you play 2 games, you know, 10-day period, it's mentally and physically tough, because you got to go over so much information, try to get everything done. So, you know, other than that, you know, that break was really, really good. You know, especially for us, you know, especially on the offensive side of the ball. We're gonna get back to the basics and go down there in Carolina and win us a game.
Roddy, the difference when you go ahead. All right, sorry.